Alright folks, hello again, welcome back to my channel and straight into this one. I have got so much going on in the world of hand-eye craft at the moment. I thought it'd be appropriate to do a vlog style video to bring everybody up to date, and I've even made myself a list, so I'm actually organised for once. And the first one is Makers Central 2025 at the Birmingham NEC this weekend. Now myself and Pam are going to be there on the Saturday for most of the day. We're not actually exhibiting this year, we're just going to go on the Saturday and have a little walk around. So if you are attending Makers Central on that day, please come and say hello and we'll have a little chat. Now, hopefully as this video is going out, the channel is about to hit 20,000 subscribers. Now, I don't really have the words to express my gratitude and thanks to everyone who has supported me, and there's been a lot of folk who've been there right from the early days 6 years ago when I uploaded my first video. Now, I put out a behind the scenes thing for my web members to try and articulate how I felt about this, and I had a little chat with Pam about it, and this is where my head is at. Without the support of my subscribers, followers, friends, I would not be in this position I am now, both in my life and in my business, if that makes sense. When I started this journey, I was in an extremely low place, both physically and especially mentally. And the idea of starting up YouTube was to help regain some of that self-worth, some of that self-confidence, some of that self-belief. And fast forward 6 years, as we're hitting an incredible figure, 20,000 subscribers, I am now proud to say that I am a small independent business owner. And a part of that is content creating through YouTube and my social media platforms. Part of it is custom furniture builds. Part of it is like a market stand stall. And also my own products like my hand-eye craft wax that I launched last year, and my website, blogs, and all the stuff that goes with that. If I hadn't have had the support I had from the beginning, from the very early days, from an incredible following of people, there's no way I'd be sat here now doing this. Which is, you know, I had a terrible thing, a life-changing thing happen to me 7 years ago, and I thought my life was going nowhere, and now here I am, all thanks to, sorry, I'm gonna have to, all thanks to yourselves, really sincerely, and I just would just like to take this time to express my appreciation, my thanks, and my gratitude for everything you guys have done with me. All right, thank you very much. Okay, I'm back in the room now, and next on my list, in inverted commas, is my first viral video. A few weeks ago I uploaded this short, which is very simply how I use a panel carrier to carry an 8x4 board. It's not just for me working with one hand. I actually think panel carriers are really handy for anyone, able-bodied folk, shall we say. And the video took off. It's 15 seconds long. It's had well over 400,000 views now, which is massive for a channel my size. And it's also given me more reach, so I've got more subscribers coming into the channel, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, when you are put out there more so more people can see your content, it brings in a new grade of idiot, shall we say. There's no other way to put it. Some of the comments, I've deleted some of them, which are just complete blatant trolling, which are the nastiest things you could ever possibly read in your life. They delete and block and move on. But there are some comments, and I've left them on there, because what I don't quite understand is why people take the time to make some of the comments that they do. Now, you know, if you follow me for a little while, predominantly when I'm woodworking, I wear an apron. It gives me lots of pockets to store things, but also my bad arm, shall we say, the arm that doesn't function, I took it away in my apron because, you know, it gets in the way. It's a bit of a dead weight. Well, it is a dead weight, and I don't want it getting in the way while I'm woodworking. Plus, I do suffer with involuntary muscular spasms in it, so I could be doing something and my bad arm could start twitching, And if you're cutting something on a bandsaw or you're using your miter saw or something, then you don't particularly want an arm you're not in control of waving around in front of you. So I keep it tucked away, all right? And that attracts, for the people who've parachuted into the channel, shall we say, some uncomfortably crude comments. I mean, I'll give you one, for example. Campfire with a K says, for when you just can't stop playing with yourself, on my panel carrier video. And that's had 40 likes. That's had 40 likes. So there get idiots posting comments like that. Now, I'm not expressing this because I'm letting it get to me, although at some point I think we're only human. We do let, you know, very negative things get to you. I'm just putting it out there just to let you know that people do these things. So you see someone, if I watch somebody on some social media or just watching a content and they're doing things slightly different to what the norm would be, I get intrigued and I think, why are they doing that? Is there a reason behind it? And if I watch a little bit more, then you can kind of unpick it a little bit. And that's the way my brain works. Now, unfortunately for some folk, their brain doesn't work like that, and they'd rather just get something for a cheap laugh, thinking it's funny, pressing send and feeling a bit better about themselves. I'm not posting this awareness for people to weigh in on these rather unpleasant comments, because I don't really want, I'm not interested in any of that kind of thing. But if you've got, let's say, a disabled guy who's trying to make his way in the world, having suffered some pretty horrific trauma, and someone finds it comfortable to poke fun at that, then, you know, what is coming to the world, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to make you awareness of that. The 99.9% of incredible support I do get, there is sometimes a 0.1% that kind of bring it down a little bit, isn't it? So the viral video, amazing. It's brought loads of new subscribers to the channel, and unfortunately it's brought a little bit of negative attention as well. But let's put the negative attention to one side and focus on the incredible new support that's coming into the channel. Now, if you're active on Instagram, you may have heard of a guy called Squib, who is a very successful British entrepreneur and businessman, and you might see him on his Instagram reels where he goes up to people in the street and asks them what their dream is. He's very good at promoting and helping startup businesses, and himself and Sir Richard Branson, they put up a Ring doorbell in the basement of one of Sir Richard Branson's hotels in London, and they invite people to come down and you have 1 minute to pitch to them. Well, a few months ago, whilst on a visit to London, I decided, why not? So I went down, I queued, I put my pitch that just kind of popped into my head as I was saying it. I had a few little themes going on and thought nothing of it. I just left it, didn't expect anything to come of it. Well, last week, Squib actually watched this and replied to my post and is offering to buy something from me as well, which is incredible. I cannot believe he took the time to read or to watch my video, never mind reply to it, and I just thought that was incredible. I very much got Squib to thank for that. I am going to come up with something that I can send over to him, and let's see what happens from there. Again, in terms of outreach, it was great for my Instagram following, because people then came onto my thing saying, oh, this is quite interesting, what's going on here? So very much a big, huge thank you. I know we won't see this, but a huge thank you to Squib, and watch this space. We'll see what happens. A month or two back, I posted a video about wanting to upgrade my dust extraction for the workshop from my current Axminster Craft model, and a huge thank you to the folk who took the time to reply, and I got loads of advice moving forward, and I have actually gone and upgraded. I've bought a new model. There's a video to come out on the channel hopefully very soon, so keep your eyes out for that. I've been really impressed with what I've gone with. It is head and shoulders better than what I had, and the terms of quality, the extraction and the power of the thing is just phenomenal. So keep your eyes out for that, for those of you who might be interested in purchasing some new dust extraction yourself. Last week, I had the pleasure of meeting one of my subscribers, Craig, who got in touch with me via my social media, and he lives quite local to me, and he's very kindly gifted me a load of whiskey staves and whiskey barrel tops. Now, I spent a bit of time in Craig's company. He was a lovely guy. I love listening to people's life stories. And I'm just after a little bit of advice. Have you used whiskey staves before? If so, what type of projects, what type of builds did you use them for? And if you've got any ideas or any suggestions for me, then please drop them in the comments, and it'd really come in handy, and I can share some of the results with you a bit further down the line. Now, it might have been a little bit quiet on the channel recently in terms of long form content, but that's not because I haven't been doing anything. I've actually been up to loads and filming it whilst going along, but none of those projects have yet to be completed. Current ones that I've got in the pipeline, I've got this custom oak desktop in front of me that is coming along. Very nice. I'm going to be staining this black for the customer's requirements, and Sam at Monkey Boys Workshop on Instagram very kindly shared with me his preferred method of doing it, so I'm looking forward to doing that next week to get the desktop finished off. I have just completed a decking project for my best friend Ken over in Cheshire Way, and that has been really good. It was over a course of about 2.5 days to get it finished. Great spending time in Ken's company, great having some help to actually get a project done as well, and that's been filmed and will also be coming out on the channel. In terms of a series of videos, I am about to embark on a big project which is kind of our kitchen renovation. Now, I'm going to be doing this on a tight budget because it's not our house. You know, we rent the house, but we've been here for a long time now. We've been here for around 13 years, and I've got permission from the landlord to do a little bit of a upgrade, tidy up, renovation, whatever you want to call it. So I'm looking forward to doing that. It's going to be a huge challenge for me. It's probably the biggest project I've taken on since actually building this workshop. So it's a bit daunting. That's probably a good way of describing it, but also I'm looking forward to getting stuck into it, getting it completed and getting it looking nice at the end of it, hopefully. Just a couple more points before we wrap things up, and most of it is circled around my actual website, which is www.hand-i-craft.com. Now, I'm always trying to update it and add bits and pieces to it. I've recently added a new blog, which is called What Does Disabled Look Like? If you'd like to check that out, I've got links in the description. There's a newsletter that has just gone out, which I'm going to try and do once a quarter. So anyone who's made a purchase on my website, for example, if you bought my wood wax finish, and if you signed up to the marketing, then you will be getting the newsletter. And the first one, because I just had a lot of information that I wanted to share and get out there, and I thought a newsletter would be a good way of doing it. I also have my web members section, which is a subscription service, which for £3 a month. So you can't even get a pint for that these days, can you? And that gives you behind the scenes footage to what's going on in here and also out of here as well. It gives you ad-free versions of my YouTube videos and also the vlog videos on occasions where I talk a little bit more about life outside of the workshop. So if you want to check that out, again, I've got links in the description. I have taken off, apart from my wax finish, my candlelight holder jig, and the bundle deal, which I occasionally have on there. The physical items like my chopping boards and stuff, I've taken them off the website. But if you're still interested in purchasing something like that, then I do have a seller's space at the Red Brick Market in Liverpool. I'll leave a link to the Instagram page if you want to check that out. And I have, as I say, I've been there now for about 18 months. It's really successful there, but it's easier for me to sell physical items like that, where people can pick them up, look at them and go, yeah, that's something I'd want to buy, as opposed to just having a couple of website pictures. In my locality, I live in just outside of Liverpool, a place called Formby. I'm also doing some artisan craft sales. I've got one coming up in June and there's one in November as well. If you want to know a little bit more about them, then follow me on Instagram, because I post some updates on them, where they are, when they're taking place. And if you are in the locality and you want to pop in, come and say hello and we'll have a little chat and we'll get the kettle on and have a cup of tea. Right folks, as you can see, the world of hand-eye craft is extremely busy at the moment, and I'd just like to take this opportunity again to thank you for your continued support and hopefully moving on to the next 20,000 subscribers as well. So as ever folks, take care and look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.